said it right. They said malt is the soul of beer, and it is. Take malted grain, you mix it with hot water. That begins the process of converting the starch in the grain into simple sugar, mostly maltose. And if you taste, after about an hour or so, hour and 15 minutes of mashing, that's called, if you taste the wort that comes from that, the wort is unfermented beer, it's like maple syrup. It's the sweetest liquid you've ever put in your mouth. Well, they take the wort, run it into this kettle here, and they boil it to sanitize it first. And secondly, during the boil is when the brewer adds hops. Now hops offsets the sweetness. It's the bitterness in hops that offsets the sweetness. If you didn't have hops, beer would be undrinkable. It'd be too sweet to drink. So you add the hops to offset the bitterness. Now the amount of hops you put in can change the balance. If it's malt balanced, you won't taste the hops as much, or you won't get that hoppy expression. The more hops you put in, the more hop balanced it becomes, like a surly abrasive, for example. And so, and everything in between. You take that, now you've got the bitterness added to the wort, you chill it with a plate chiller, something like this here, pump it over to a fermenter. Once it's in the fermenter, the brewer adds yeast. It's said that the brewer makes the wort, but the yeast makes the beer. That's absolutely true, because the yeast eats the sugar in the wort, and the outcome of that is alcohol and CO2. That's how beer is made. It's really the miracle of beer. It inspired Benjamin Franklin to say that beer is proof that God loves man and wants him to be happy. And there you have beer.